Hello, I'm Senator Nan Orrock. We're here as part of the Everyone Counts campaign to encourage you to complete the census and help ensure every Georgian is counted. 5 months ago, the U.S. Census started its campaign for the 2020 census year. Now we're less than 1 month away from the data collection deadline. But Georgia's behind. As a whole, our state has a total self-response rate of 60%, putting us below the national average of 64% in terms of rankings. We're ranked 38 out of 52 U.S. states and territories that are considered. So, what is the census and why is it important? The U.S. Census is used to count the total populations in each state, county, and town to help best determine the ways our communities can be supported. In terms of political representation, these census numbers are used to identify the ways our districts are represented in Atlanta and Washington, D.C., both in terms of the number of representatives and the ways congressional and state legislative districts are drawn. Now keep in mind, next year we'll begin a new redistricting cycle. It's important we have this information to make sure it's done accurately and that everybody is represented equally. Data from the census also contributes to how much federal aid is distributed into some of our state's key programs. These key programs in our state that get federal money include emergency and disaster response, infrastructure, education, child welfare, and medical and rural assistance. Now, as you know, COVID-19 has made budget allocations and economic growth especially hard this year. But federal aid plays a huge role in our ability here in Georgia to support the programs and communities that need those federal dollars the most during these times. Some areas are harder to count, whether it's due to location, access to internet, or other factors. However, these are the very regions where data collection matters the most because they have very high needs. Our voice needs to be heard to make sure we're being represented fairly and can grow and develop to the best of our abilities. Now, to find out if you're from a hard-to-count population, visit census.georgia.gov. That's census.georgia.gov. To contribute to Georgia's successful census count, you can do one of 3 things. Some of you may have received a questionnaire in the mail from the U.S. Census Bureau. One thing you can do is fill out that questionnaire, mail it back in. You can also submit your information on the phone at 844-330-2020. That's 844-330-2020. Or go online at my2020census.gov. Your role is important. You can help make a difference. Thank you for all that you do for Georgia, and let's do our part in ensuring that everyone is counted.